Come on now, don't be tripping over your own feet. And there it is. The intro music is done. Wonderful. Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you all on board today. And I should say, hey, what's shaking? I guess we got all kinds of things shaking. We got some lava on the screen. Of course, that is live from Mount Etna. And that is what we're seeing right now. That is a beautiful sight to see bacon, and we love it. And unfortunately, there's a couple of the other streams that are on the air that are showing closer up views. And what is it? Vedetta.org, showing it very close, and unfortunately we can't use their stuff because of copyright issues, so we will leave it alone, and we'll continue to use Weather Sicily since they are good with that. Anyway, what we're seeing is a lava flow, and it is definitely coming down the hill. So love it. Yeah, it's Vendetta. Yeah, that's about it too, unfortunately. Anyway, not a problem, you guys. And first off, welcome to our wonderful moderators. We have Arizona Snowman here, as well as Piggy, and CND Boy is here as well. And in all likelihood, Joseph Fields is hiding in the background somewhere, as well as some of the others that may be lurking every now and then. So not a worry, but welcome everyone. First person in today was Yvonne, and Yvonne Kunkel, and of course she had to go back to work, so I gave her her cookies already, so we don't need to worry about that now. But she was first person in today, surprisingly. I'm amazed. She's using her little phone and got in right away. So pretty cool. So welcome to everyone. Glad to have you on board. I know yesterday was pretty exciting to see lava coming out, fresh stuff from Etna, and it has been continuing. Last night, which would have been technically early this morning in Sicily, I was watching what was going on. A lot of puffing coming out of Etna, but it kept on going, and I thought, okay, don't stop. We want to see more of this. And of course, Etna did not disappoint. As you can see, we do have wonderful lava on the screen. What I can do is get rid of that big banner, and we're going to zoom in a little bit there, just a digital zoom. That gives you a slightly better view, and that does help out a little bit to get a little closer. So you can almost feel the heat coming off the monitor, and that is that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna get at saying hello and welcome to everyone, and we see Sophie is here, as well as Scott Hartman, Sharon Stewart, Sue Hayes, Henry Nelson, Kevin Haynes, Sarah Miles is in the house, Liz Markman Moyler, glad to have you back on board. Also Lisa P. Frampton, Scott Hartman, I think I mentioned you already there. Going up some more here to see what other names I may have missed. Grandma B, welcome. Jan Arts also here. Glad to have you on board. Pamela Moncure, welcome back. Glad to have you here as usual. and we like a consistent people, coming back all the time. That really makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing. So thank you. Aurelio Perez also here. Welcome, Aurelio, and thank you. Colin Didman also back in the channel. Let's see, going up some more. Wormhand made it back in, and we got Grandma B already. We got Pamela, Kevin Haynes, Scott Hartman. We got going up a little bit more to see who else I may have missed. And who are we seeing? Layla is in the house. Welcome back, Layla. Hermione also here. Good to have you back. And who else have I not gotten to yet? Let's see. Just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling here, trying to find Tom, of course, is here. Dennis Ray back as well. Good to have you on board. And going up some more. Wormhand in the house. Mary Martin also here. Welcome, Dennis Ray. We got going up a little bit more. We got Henry. Going. Paul Williams, welcome. And let's see, who else did I not call out yet? Glad to have all of you on board, though. Really nice, and makes our lava family a big happy family, growing steadily, and we want to keep it growing, and that's the way it should be. And it is a good group of people here. And I am actually very proud of what I've created. Not trying to blow my own horn or anything, but I think we have a really, really good group of people in here, and makes me feel good. So, all right, I don't see any other names there. I think I got most of you for right now. I'm sure there's going to be some others popping in, so not a worry. But anyway, we wanted to kind of go back on the day here a little bit and just review what we were seeing. So I'm going to just back this particular camera up. By the way, this is the north view, one that we didn't have before. And just made sure I got it in there today. And this was from earlier in the day. Of course, you can see the bacon down the hill as far as time 1917. What? Etna's War or something? I missed what that said there. I'll have to read that email afterwards, Aurelio. Just too many things going on. Inside Mount Etna's War Room. Okay. The Guardian. All right. Gotcha. And thank you for sending me those links. That's always appreciated, Aurelio. Anyhow, that's kind of what we are seeing. Lots of smoke coming off the top. And we know it is continuing to erupt. And of course, you can see the lava flow there as it got a little darker. It was more prominent, of course, and started to glow a whole bunch more. And we love it. Like seeing that. So, yes, Liz, fresh bacon, you bet. And we can see it. You can blow that horn as loads as you want. You have a great show. Okay, I guess maybe that should have been as long as you want. But not a worry. Typo stuff is all good, and thank you. And I try to get the good people in here. I mean, that's what we're doing. It's having a good time and having good people, and some really good friendships are developing from the people actually getting to know each other on a personal level as well, which really, to me, it means a lot. It really does. So, yeah. But, hey, no, we don't want to butt with the bugle horns. Irene, is it Arim Zulu? Zulu. Arim Zulu Zulu? I hope I got that right. Anyway, welcome. And it is beautiful to see Etna in that state. As it got a little darker, of course, things changed a little bit. The view kind of looked a little different, but we did like that no matter what. And as we continue into the darkness, you see that it has developed a kind of an extra flow head here that is a fresher stuff going over top of the cooling material, and we like that. And I'm going to put it back to live. That is it, live right now, and I hope that material continues to push down. Anyway, we're going to go to the other cameras. We'll have a quick look and see what it looked like during the day. And this is kind of what we were seeing from the one camera, I guess the south camera. And that is interesting, but doesn't show any lava, which is fine. This one here, when we go back during the earlier portions of the day, that's kind of what it looked like. And you can definitely tell where the lava flow was or is by the smoke, but you can't really see any lava. And again, when it's bright out, it's very, very difficult to see that. But that's kind of what it was for that one. And then later on, of course, that's when we get to see the bacon and off of this particular camera. So that is all beautiful, and I like it. So anyway, I'll put that one all the way back to normal there. This is our longer range shot. Of course, you can see the bacon in the distance there. Unfortunately, a little too far away to make out any major details. But if we go back a little bit during the day, you can see, well, I think the sun was in the way here too. But yeah, it's when we had the sun setting, it was really, really difficult to see what's going on there. But you can see that big plume of smoke coming off and heading out. So definitely a lot of off-gassing in addition to the lava. And the off-gassing, well, we know that gas is what drives these volcanoes. So the more off-gassing you see, the more likelihood of an actual eruption, right? So moving on, this is the one that got a little fuzzy. That is a similar view than the other one here. But again, we can't see a heck of a lot in there. We can see where it did go down, but not really showing us what is happening. And then, of course, as it got darker there, that camera likes to go out of focus in the dark. Oh, actually, it went completely out. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can back up while it's still focused here. No, now focus. No, looks like it was off for a little while there, so I'm not going to worry about that. We'll put that one back on live, and hopefully they will get it focused and we won't have to worry. This, of course, is another north cam here, and this is the other one of the other views. I got rid of that one from really far, the southwest one that was really far in the distance, and we replaced it with this north cam. Unfortunately, the north cam, of course, is on the wrong side. You can't see anything, but it is a nice, beautiful, clear picture. So that's kind of what we were looking at. Just wanted to see. Oh, there, yeah, you can actually see the plume, the exhaust plume up there. Very nice. Yeah, and it is a good view. It's just I wish we'd be seeing that lava coming out of there. That would be a little bit better. All right, having dealt with that, and that's all good and dandy. And you know, I do like seeing the bacon. Really, seeing the fresh bacon is always nice. Whoa, why is that not live? There we go. I'll put it back on live. So definitely worthy of watching. We will get back to this, and we will get back in a few minutes, or maybe, well, we'll check on it in a little bit of time. I want to investigate a couple other things here and get us over to our Iceland. And the reason I mentioned the words of what's shaken is because Iceland was shaking. I don't know about the whole Iceland, but at least a third of it was. And let us get over there and we'll have a look. And of course, there is today's view of Ragnar. And Ragnar is located in Geldingadalur in the valley. The end of the valley is right around here where the mouse is going across. And then it flows down into Notkriki down the hill here and takes a left, or sorry, a right from this picture. Yeah, goes off to the right. If it went left, it'd go over into Notkriki, but I don't think we want that. But anyhow, we see what it is, sliding over a bit, just to see what it looks like. Most of that snow is gone. We see a little bit of snow off in the distance on that hill over there, but that's far, far away. We did see that yesterday on the weather, that they were going to get some more snow. A little bit of snow left here in a couple of spots, but I'm not going to worry about that. We do see a bunch of wonderful people up there doing their thing and being tourists. So it's always a great day to see that. And this was, hang on there. Oh, isn't that pretty? Let me move that up a little bit. Make it a little bit more of that skyline in there. That's worthy of a quick photo. And there we go. I took a snapshot just because I like it, and that is pretty awesome. And yes, indeed, it is a beautiful sky. So I wanted to throw that in there. That was this morning in Iceland. So anyway, as the day went on, it got a little bit foggier and stuff, and that's what it turned into, and that's our latest picture. So I'm going to leave it back here where we can actually see the darn thing. We'll move over to the other camera, and that one, of course, is looking at the parking lot. And as you can see, this is current conditions. If we go back in time, it gets a little better. There's a little bit of blue, a whole bunch of people parked in the parking lot, stuff like that. So they did have a lot of tourists, and you can see people walking on the lava down there. I'm still not in favor of that, but who am I? I'm just some guy who was there who understands lava is very hot. And you could break through, but yeah, you want to risk your life, that's not my problem. Anyway, that is the berm over there, southern end of Nothagi Valley, which is, and this of course is the end of the lava flow that we had there from our wonderful Ragnar, and sliding over a little bit more, and we don't see too much else new in here. No lakes forming or anything like that. But anyway, let's get over to the harmonic tremor chart, and I think that's what everybody was kind of wanting to see, and that chart should look like absolute spikes right through the roof. And let's take a look and see what it is looking like. And poof, come on, magic screen, show us that. Okay, there we go. And well, it looks like you have two consecutively together here, and they are right off the scale. So definitely something going on big time. We see a prelude of a real heavy activity, and then all of a sudden, boom, very, very large earthquakes. And that is very interesting to see what's happening. And I'm just wondering if this is starting to trigger something that is going on there. So just to kind of let the cat out of the bag here, they did have a 4.8 and a 4.7 right after that. So those were the two that they had, unless they've downgraded them now. But that is what I had read. Sophie says 4.5. Okay. Yeah, when I first seen them, they said 4.8 and 4.7 is what these two together were. So that's two right there that happened just about simultaneously in two separate locations. So one probably triggered that. News says, okay, Suhei says 5.1 downgraded to 4.8. Okay, that makes sense, Sue, because when I seen it, it did say 4.8, and still, whether it's 5.1 or 4.8, it's definitely an earthquake you're going to feel, and it is of a magnitude that, yeah, if you're going to feel the ground move, okay? Just depends on where you are and how close to the epicenter and all that nice stuff. So let us get over to our wonderful maps. And of course, I am going to actually refresh that map before we get on there, just to make sure that I have everything showing up properly. And let's boogie over there. Yeah, we'll use my boogie music. There's that big star, and gee, lo and behold, on the Reikens Peninsula. Go figure, and look at all the other red dots. So a lot of stuff going on there. Before we get there, though, I want to zoom in up here and just take a look and cover all our bases. Just to make sure we don't see anything on the northern ends. We do have a quake here, 1.5. This guy happened at today at 13:35, 8.6 kilometers down. Now, remember, we had some pretty good swarms right in this area just yesterday and day before. So it's kind of hard to say what is actually going on. Here's a 1.0. Wondering how deep that guy is. There we go. That M1 is 5.7 kilometers down. That happened at 3:51 a.m. Zooming back out, sliding down a little bit more onto the actual mainland there, and looking in the Astja area. We didn't see anything on this map in Astja, but we do see right down here in this, I'm gonna blow the name here, oh, never mind. Anyway, that place. Oh boy, Icelandic is not my language. Anyway, 1.1 doesn't want to show me how deep it is. I don't know why. It's being stubborn. All right, we'll leave it alone. It can stay there. Maybe it's mad because I mispronounced Krukfroch or whatever it is. Anyway, we're all good with that. We don't see anything over here at Bardabanga. Get down to Grimsvatn, and Grimsvatn has this 1.4. Just on the edge, northern edge of it. Okay, and 3.4 kilometers down happened actually yesterday at 1918. So still within that 24-hour period, since we are actually starting earlier today, right? So that's makes a little bit of a difference. All right, so let's zoom into our Reikens Peninsula, and then we are going to have a look and see what is going on. And I want to see what these big guys are doing. Notice there's a whole bunch of other ones around it here, but there you go, 4.8, 4.7, And we got 2.6 in here as well as 1.7, 1.4, and a bunch of ones. Yeah, a few of them. So let's start out with this guy here. Oh, I need to be a little closer. Okay, there we go. And this one here was 1.7 in magnitude, 4 kilometers down at 10:59 a.m. So that's all cool for him. Let's try this 2.6 and see where it was. It was at 10:58 a.m., 6.5 kilometers down. And we're going to get to the big ones, don't you worry. 3.8 kilometers down for this 1.4, and that was at 11:06. The 1.1 right there, 4.4 kilometers down, 11:04. And then we got this other guy here, 7 kilometers down for the M1 from 11:01. And we'll get this other straggler out here, 1.4 magnitude, 7.7 kilometers down from 12:44. Now the big ones, and this is a 4.7, 5.2 kilometers down at 10:56 a.m. their time, and the 4.8 also at 10:56. So right together, both of them. Time-wise, but different locations, so definitely measurable, but 4.8 is massive as far as magnitude is concerned in regards to what we've seen before, and that definitely would have been felt, and yes, you would have felt it if you were in Reykjavik, and that is for sure, okay? Definitely I would have felt it out there. A matter of fact, if we look at this map, it kind of shows you what the circumference would have been for that quake. And of course Reykjavik is only halfway through that circle, so the entire peninsula, and I'm sure pretty much everybody in that area felt it. So let's get back here. Let's have a look at this guy. Mind you, now this is a little far away for our volcano as far as I'm concerned, so I don't know what actually caused it. We're still going to work on trying to figure that out. I zoomed out a little bit too far. Let's get back at it. 1.7. Oh, still not far enough in. 1.7 in magnitude, 8.8 kilometers down, 11:32 from that guy. And as we slide over, looking for our next ones, and where are they? Okay. Well, I guess the next one is in this place called Eruption. I like that. That's a nice place. Of course, 1.0, 6.5 kilometers down, 22:02 from yesterday. So that wouldn't have been part of that new current shaking that we had there. We do all have all this stuff in this area here. Of course, this is the Blue Lagoon and the power plant, and this is the town of Grindavik. And I'm sure some of these were from yesterday, so we'll go over them real quick. 8:54 a.m. for that one, and that was 4.6 kilometers down. This guy is from yesterday at 17:17, 5.7 kilometers down for the 1.4. This guy here, 1.1, 5.1 kilometers down, also from 1916 yesterday. As we head down this 2.0 from today, 10:08 a.m., 5.2 kilometers down. Dropping into this 1.0 from yesterday at 16:01, 4.8 kilometers in depth. This one here, M1, and 5 kilometers down. Yesterday's stuff as well, 20:48. This 1.1 right there doesn't want to show up. Okay, fine, be that way. This 1.0, 5.1 kilometers down from yesterday at 20:35. then we get right on the road here. And remember, we had that bigger one on the road yesterday, and that is not showing there anymore. Anyway, this is 1.2, 3.9 kilometers down, happened at 9:20 this morning. This 1.0 right there at 6:38 a.m., 3.7 kilometers down, really cool. And this guy 1.2, 4.6 kilometers down, 7:05 a.m. I was driving down the highway a little bit more, closer to the ice cream shop, and here we go. Yesterday, 1917 for that 1.9, 5.6 kilometers down. Taking a little detour. I guess we're going down the trail to get to the ice cream store around the back way. 1937, 1.1 is the depth, or sorry, the magnitude of depth of 4.8. This guy right here is 4.7, also 1.1 from yesterday at 1954. Then here we got one that's just about right underneath the radio antenna. There's the antenna, and it's a mere 100 yards away, if that. 9:03 a.m., 1.4 magnitude, 4.3 kilometers down underneath there. And then we do have this other guy here, 1.6, happened at 7:09 a.m. That one's a little deeper at 9.1 kilometers down. And then we have this guy out here, 1.6, 3.7 kilometers down from 6:48 a.m. I don't know if you heard that, but that's a goose flyby. Pop it. Uh-oh, pop it's coming. We got one more here. Today, 9:28, 3.9. And it was a 1 in magnitude. Okay, that covers most of that stuff. So we just have this area left to go. I am going to put this back onto our wonderful shot there. Actually, I'm going to use the closer up view, and that way it looks a little bit bigger. And I'll get some music on there for you. And I don't know if that's going to play again or do its thing. I think play once, it says. No, I want to start it from the beginning. There we go. And all right, that one can actually play forever. Okay, cool. All right, for those good people who have not yet hit that like button, if you are enjoying the show, please do help out and hit that like button if you're enjoying it. Also, if you're new to the channel and you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe. We'd really appreciate that. And of course, while you're there, don't forget to hit the bell notification. That way you'll get informed as to when the streams are on. Of course, on the weekends, they start 3 hours earlier than on weekdays, and that is to help accommodate the good European folks who end up having to get up at or stay up way past midnight to be able to see this show otherwise. So hopefully this is a little easier on them. On that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and I will be back in 5 minutes or thereabouts. Don't go away, keep smiling, and be good, and all that nice stuff, and we'll leave the music on. I'll be back. Alright, I've got the microphone on. That music's just blasting away. And we'll turn it down a little bit. And there we go. I'm not even going to let it finish. There we go. We'll get back at it. Welcome back, everyone. Glad to have you on board. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you are watching VolcanoX, a live stream. Doesn't mean that all the volcanoes we watch are live, but we try to get the action and the bacon whenever we can because we like it. So glad to have you all on board. And of course, the feature today is Mount Etna, and it is doing a wonderful job of pouring out some fresh bacon for us. And I'm still waiting for the really big eruption to happen. It's gonna have to. And you know, Yvonne Kunkel always brags about how nice the eruptions are, and this is just a little tiny one. And I'm hoping that we're gonna get another one like what we had before back in February. That would be pretty cool. I just cleaned my glasses and I missed a spot. Darn it, I don't know how that spot got there. And gonna have to do that again. Weird. I don't know what that is. Pepsi, maybe? That could be. Alright, clean the glasses. I want to get back over to Iceland. We want to finish off looking at the peninsula. Hi folks, in the car now and about to drive home. Yvonne, drive safely. And please make sure that you really pay attention and watch out for the car that's behind the one in front of you, because that is the most important one. All right, drive safely, Yvonne, and hopefully you can hear what's going on. So a beautiful view of Etna on the screen right now. But like I say, let's get back over to Iceland. We want to finish off having a look at what those earthquakes were doing. And you may have noticed that I pinned a link up top there called Mount Ruapehu. And that is our new live feed from Mount Ruapehu. Although, of course, you know, you present the live feed and it's cloudy, but that's the way it is. Never heard of that one, Doc. That is in New Zealand. That's the one that they upgraded to a yellow, and it has smoked a few times, but not blown up yet. And anyway, if you guys go over there, and I think he was at about 73 subscribers. I'd like to see if we can get him over 100 subscribers. Just so he needs, I guess, about 22 to make that, or sorry, 27 to make that. So if we get a bunch of you going over and subscribing, that I'm sure that'll make them very happy and let them know where that came from. All right, trying to get myself back onto the right map here. And there we are, looking at what we're seeing at the end of the peninsula, since we didn't go over that or this mess out here in the water. And I was saving that, guys. Anyway, looking at this, we do see some sizable quakes in there, like the 2.4, 2.0, that kind of thing. But let's have a quick look. This one from 10:45 a.m., M1.4, 7.1 kilometers down. This 2.4 just about at the power plant here. 6.4 kilometers down, 5:54 a.m. So that is right there, a little bit closer to the water. 5 kilometers in depth for the M1.7, 8:40 a.m. Iceland time. Today, of course. This one is from yesterday, 2007, 6 kilometers down for that 1.2. These might be from yesterday as well. 1526, 6 clicks down. This 2.0, also yesterday's 1632, 6.6 kilometers down on that one. And then we've got this 1.0 at 1:28 a.m., 6.2 kilometers down. But if we go out here into the water, Come on, magically show us the rest of them. There they are. And we do see some activity out here. And this is relatively fresh. We'll start out with the 1.2 up top here. From 5:16 this morning, 9.9 kilometers down, M1.2. The 1.4 right here, 8.2 kilometers down, 5:16 a.m. 1.8 over here at 9.3 kilometers down from 3:34 a.m. This 1.5, 3:45 a.m. 10.7 kilometers down on that guy. Then we get into these bigger ones here. 2.5, 3:14 a.m. 10.5 kilometers down. This 2.1, 6.9 kilometers down. 3:12 in the morning. The 2.6. I'm so used to saying ones. These are bigger numbers. I got to use my fingers. Anyway, 2.6 magnitude and 9.9 kilometers down. 3:48 a.m. This 2.8 from 3:13 a.m. 9.9 kilometers down as well for that 2.8. Then we've got a few little extra stragglers. 3:11 a.m. 8.6 clicks down for that 1.6. This 1.8 out here, 9.3 kilometers down, 3:31 a.m. And then we have this other one here, 1.8, 7.2 clicks down, and 3:17 a.m. So all in all, we have a lot of shaking going on in Iceland. And of course, you know, if you follow in the ridge, this will end up being here, and then it turns and then heads over this way, does a bunch of zigzags, and somewhere around it goes actually underneath here, and then heads out in this direction. So that's kind of what the split line is there. And anything in that area, of course, is susceptible to plate tectonic movement, as well as being pushed up and around a little bit by any intruding magma that we may have down there, even at the lower depths. And we've looked at this before, what that magma plume looked like that was feeding Iceland. And I will have to see if we can bring that photo back up, but that was, you know, it's actually coming over from the Greenland side, is how that plume is kind of worked its way in there, and that makes sense, kind of. And if it keeps going, of course, we're going to see something happening here soon. These bigger quakes are usually an indicator that we've got more movement. More movement usually means more magma, and hopefully that is what we're seeing. I hate for this to just be tectonic action, but I'd love to see some magma pop up here. But this is what we're looking for, is those bigger quakes in the future, and I'm hoping that we're going to see them down here a little bit more in Fraga del Fial, and that would be really, really cool. I'd also be okay if it was over here somewhere, but I prefer if it was right in here. It really would be nice if Ragnar got reignited. Anyway, looking at the other maps, I don't know if we really need to spend a lot of time on that. We see how large those areas are. They only have the one listed here as a 4.85. They don't show a second one, and that is a little bit disheartening, but the other map does. And as we zoom in here, of course, this is our Ragnar right there, and this is where this swarm continues, and it is definitely a lot of quakes in that area. So if that is going to be what's happening, I'm not so sure that we're going to see an eruption under this lake here. You know, like everybody thought, oh yeah, we're going to have it blow the lake up or something, and I was thinking the depth was too low, and I think I'm right. But then again, it's only hypothetical. We don't know for sure. This thing can move around, and for all we know, we're going to end up with an offshore eruption of some sort. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Made it to 23 years with Kermit today. Congratulations, Piggy! Happy anniversary! 23 years with the frog. Wow. You sure put up a lot of with a lot of stuff from them. Yeah, and I'm sure it works both ways. But anyway, let's leave Iceland be, and I want to head over to before we lose the rest of the light. Go over to our wonderful Azores and just have a quick peek before that disappears into the darkness. And yeah, that's that one where they always have those bright lights, and we can actually see what's going on there today. Hard to see over here on Pico Island. You can't see the volcano very well, but it is up there. So that guy isn't doing anything. It's kind of quiet. Let me see if I can get on to the other pages here. And this is our little Horseshoe Bay here. The big rock, and looking for white water to see what the levels are like. And the ocean seems to be fairly calm, very little white water showing up there. Going to this other shot, we do see the boat parked there. I guess you call it a boat, not a ship. I don't know. Ship? Arr, matey, I are not a sailor. I don't know if it's a boat or a ship. A yacht? No, it's not a yacht. All right. Anyway, looking at what we've got for quakes, I did renew this a little while ago, and we'll make that a little bit bigger. There we go. Only seeing the three right here that were on St. George. Of course, Azore Islands, for those, if I didn't mention that, this is where we are. And this is St. George, the island. This is Pico Island here. And this is where all the stuff has been happening. That's from yesterday. The two red ones here should be today's. From 1814 is one of them. This guy here, 1.9 from 1824. And I'm not sure where the other one is. 1824, yeah. This guy here, 1.5, there he is. And that is the other one that was on the island. So that's what we're seeing there. And we know that there were a bunch of other ones out in the area, but not going to worry so much about them. But we'll have a look at the other map real quick. And there you go. It's showing where the other ones are. We had two now in this Margarete Seamount area. Two there, one here. And then we have these guys out in the ocean. And those are interesting to see. So we do have a little bit of tectonic activity going on. This one is a day, over a day, but these guys here, 2 hours, 3 hours ago. This one is probably about an hour and a half now. This guy's about 5.5 hours. If we zoom in a little bit to the island, you can kind of see what's going on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. According to this, there are 7 there, and I'm not sure if that is indicating anything else. But let's take a look. So we got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so those must be some older ones from yesterday, because we only see 3 from St. George on here. The other ones are out in the water, which is absolutely fine. Clicking on our thing here will get us in the wrong place. That's okay. Where is it? Come on. You can come get up here. Depth plot. Where are you? Depth plot. Oh, it didn't want to bring it up. Okay, maybe they're fixing it. Interactive map. There it is. Okay, so now you see most of those are showing up near the surface. Not sure if that's going to indicate anything, but if this was in fact a magma intrusion coming upward, we would be seeing something happening there, and I'm surprised that we haven't heard the cry of people saying, hey, it's erupting, it's time to evacuate and all that stuff. So hopefully this thing will never go and they won't have to evacuate, but I'm concerned, and it could be getting up there. Don't know 100% because you're not there, you can't see underground, and that's the way it is. All right, we'll leave that be. Moving off to our next volcanoes, and of course we're looking at Popocatépetl, and that is down in Mexico, and about 70 kilometers south of Mexico City. We do see that it is smoking, even though there's clouds above it. Pardon me, and a little too difficult to see from that viewpoint, and this one is just as bad with that cloud coming over, but you can see some of that material is actually coming from the crater, this lower stuff here. So that's kind of what we're seeing, some cloud activity, not anything we can do about it. And let's carry on with some other stuff here. This is Fuego de Colima, and that is south of Guadalajara, also in Mexico. It is off-gassing a little bit right now. You can see it there. And I'm not sure what is going to happen in the future with that one, but we will keep an eye on it. We do have another volcano to add to our agenda today as well. Other than Ruapehu, we do have another one that is going to be interesting. Anyway, it is in down in Nicaragua as well. I'm just trying to get you onto something where we can actually see our Fuego in down in Guatemala, pardon me, and you see it right there. It is off-gassing and having little eruptions continuously. You see the material sliding down the hill here. That's where all these dust clouds are from. So there's some ejecta coming from it, and definitely doing its thing. Let us not forget. Good evening, Dr. Fox 2000. Do free. Good evening, and glad to see you. Haven't seen you for a while. Also, Craig Thor back in the channel. Trev T is also here. Welcome, you guys. Kananaskis Country also made it in, and is there others that I didn't see yet? And I think most of you I got. So no, Jane Binch, welcome. Glad to have you back as well. And Alba Girl also made it in. Good to see you. And I think we're good with names for right now. But if there is somebody in here that I haven't seen for a while and I missed you, then we'll see what we can do. I see that 1 minute warning, Piggy. Thank you, and I'm going to go real fast. All right, so Fuego doing its thing, but it is back in the clouds, as you can see right there. And of course, this guy here is our. I've got to get my other screen going here, otherwise I don't know where I am. Tolika, there we go. And Tolika continues to smoke pretty good. And it is definitely doing a lot of stuff there. And this is our new volcano that we are featuring today as well. And this, I don't know if I'm going to say this name correctly, Momotombo. Momotombo? It is in Nicaragua. It is definitely off-gassing. It is, yeah, it is in Nicaragua, and it's Momotombo. So, Tom, you got a volcano that's named after you, Momo Tumble. And we can definitely see it is doing its thing. So, all right. What else we got here? Hey, where's this? Oh, that's Messiah. Since the other picture of Messiah wasn't working, I decided to grab this one instead. We can see a little bit of off-gassing, but not a heck of a lot going on. We're going to leave that one be. I'm going to put it back on Popocatépetl. It is time for me to take that break. I'm going to actually throw it back over here and get our wonderful music back on. And on that friendly note, I am going to say for those good people who are here, if you have not yet hit that like button, please do hit the like button. It would really be appreciated. We are trying to hit that target of at least 150 today, and that would be pretty awesome. Enjoy the views of the lava flowing down from Mount Etna, and I am going to go take a quick break. So don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. And I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'll be back in 5 minutes or thereabouts with some bacon seeds. Don't go away and keep smiling. And the microphone is on after our wonderful lava boogie is turned off. And love it. All right, you guys. So where the heck was I? I forgot where I was at. I think we did everything up there and looked at Popocatépetl and our new Momotomba volcano, which is smoking there in wonderful Nicaragua. So thank you everyone for the welcome backs, and thank you for sticking around. I appreciate all of you guys. Symbols clash or crash. All right. And yep, I can hear you. Thank you, Sharon Stewart. I can hear you too. With my top secret speakers here. I'm kidding. A few more people popped in. Glad to have you guys all on board. And I think it was Diane Craig who snuck in, as well as Spooky Avocado, who got his notification way late. Please let those guys at YouTube know that it was way too late, like way after. Anyway, I did promise bacon seeds. Let us get over there. I forgot to do something on that page, so give me a half a second here, and we're going to just turn a couple things off before I put that on there. And I left all the, well, when I bring them up, I stack them all up, and that way I know what I was looking at. And we'll remove a few here, and I'll leave our other ones in. Okay, so our theme yesterday was kind of piggy in a blanket kind of thing, but let's get over there and look at our bacon seeds. So that one was from yesterday, and we do like that guy. He looks pretty awesome. Next one, of course, is this little fella. I don't know if that was yesterday's as well. Yeah, we're sticking out that tongue, and that is all right. And I guess he likes sticking his tongue out. A little smile on his face. So cute. Definitely worthy of having another peek at him. So I love it, you guys. Here's our next one, and that one is wearing some kind of a green ballerina outfit. Almost looks like ready for Christmas. Don't get too far ahead of yourself there, little piggy. And definitely looking to snout bop something. Pig in a blanket is so good. Yeah, we do like it. And let's see, here's a little guzzler. He's definitely growing, and you got to feed your little baby piggies with a little bit of milk every now and again. So this guy is, pardon the expression, but he's hogging it back. Funny. Okay, lovely little bacon seed having a chow down. And next one here, this little bacon seed is wearing a red dress. It's got to be a girl. I hope they didn't put that on a boy. And that is indeed very nice. I like that little fella. All right, one more to go here, and this is it. And talk about... oh yeah, give me a head rub and a massage too. I would love that. Look at the smile on his face, and it's just pure joy. The look tells you everything. When you're looking at it, eyes closed, yeah, pig in heaven. And it is getting a nice massage, and it really is enjoying what it's getting. So obviously, what more could a guy ask for? So beautiful bacon seats. Thank you very much, Piggy, for getting those to us today. I know there was one that you had in there that was actually we had just showed it the other day, but that's okay. We made up for it, not a worry. So all good. And do appreciate all of them, Piggy. You did a wonderful job as usual. So thank you kindly. And that is, it's we like it. We like it. All right, let's keep going and see what else we can find around the world. Gura, Piggy's photo is, oh wow, another one from Gura. And thank you for that 55 Swedish kroners. And let's see, that should be good. Got it written down. Thank you kindly, Gura. That's awesome, and do appreciate that. Really cool. And let's get over. I guess we can go to Japan. Let's go to Japan and see what's going on there. And there we go. We have Sakurajima on there, and our ice cream boat is in. Everybody head on down and get some ice cream. I don't know why it's on here. I guess maybe I was checking for the ice cream boat. Okay, and speaking of ice cream, I don't have any more. Yep, the ice cream ship. Everybody run down and get some before it leaves. Anyway, let's have a quick close-up view. We do see some darker, different colored smoke coming off of this thing today. Maybe it is going to go as well. And it never fails when we see volcanoes in one part of the world go. All of a sudden, we've got multiple volcanoes going all at the same time. So shoot, no more ice cream. Oh, darn it. Yeah, I don't have any in my freezer, so it's all gone. Pulls into can what? Oh, don't pull into the confusion corner. I'm already in there, Arizona. Just you're cold. At least get a towel or something. You're gonna melt all over the place at 101 degrees Fahrenheit. That is a heck of a temperature you got there, Mr. Arizona Snowman. And stay in the fridge. Anyway, okay, going through these. So that's what we've got. Seeing, like I say, some darker colored smoke coming off of Sakurajima, and that is what we've got. Popping over, there is our spider webs and some flies trapped in there. Spider web is effective, but we don't see Mount Fuji because of the clouds. Not going to worry about that. There is ASO. ASO is the way it is spelt, ASO-san, and we are seeing that it is not off gassing too much today. Most of that steam probably left, so we do like that, and that is pretty cool. Okay, home, good that you made it home, Ivan Kunkel, and glad that you are safe and sound, and hopefully you'll enjoy the rest of the show. Anyway, ASO, I'm being relatively quiet right now, and we will leave that be. We'll keep an eye on it, though, in the future. And, of course, Suwanoshi Jima, very, very difficult to see. Still a pea soup as far as I'm concerned. We can see in here the grayish area. That is smoke coming out of the caldera. I don't know if at any point in time we could see a little bit better. There was some stuff right around here, I think, where we could see it just a tad more. A little bit of smoke coming off of there. It's really, really hard to see no matter what because of the distances involved, as well as the quality of the camera there. So if we go there, yeah, you can actually see the caldera and the flow off to the left-hand side here. So definitely active, just we don't see it as well as we could. Anyway, I'm going to put it back here, or hang on, ice cream boat. Oh, it still didn't leave. And we should be able to get our ice cream yet. Hopefully everybody's got it and coming back. The Elon Musk chat, what? Elon Musk, he's not here. Craig Thor, thanks for helping me to figure out where in the show we are. I was watching a SpaceX launch a rocket. SpaceX? Who the heck are they? And what a copycat. I mean, this is called VolcanoX, and they call it SpaceX? Yeah. Anyway, no worries. And was it a good launch? That's what I was curious about. Always wondering if they were successful again. Unfortunately, I can't be in here any longer. Have to be up at 6 a.m. again. Have a great day / night and stream everyone. If Etna goes, tell her to continue until I until I see her. All right, good night, Yvonne Kunkel, and rest well. You take care, and pleasant, lively dreams. All right, and hopefully that'll all be good. Okay, next one on our list is this guy. Where am we? Where are we? Oh my God! Would you believe that is tall? Yes, that is tall. Yes, nice launch and landing. Okay, cool. Look for gray screen. Gray screen there. Go back and see if a gray screen had light screen earlier. Why is that not showing? I think about here is where it started to get lighter. It is morning there, so I'm hoping that some of that cloud will burn off. As you can see, very early in the morning, and difficult to see anything. As the sun came up, the clouds got thicker, I think. Low-lying and fog kind of clouds. Of course, being over a lake, you know, that's the whole thing. It's going to throw a lot of moisture into the air, and we're going to get conditions like that. Unfortunately, so no tall. Or, well, we know what's in there. It's somewhere out there, but we cannot see it. Next guy on the agenda is Yellowstone. Yellowstone National Park. And of course, there are all the vents that are steaming away in our wonderful super volcano. And I say that with a smirk. But anyway, it is definitely interesting looking, and at least it's not snowing there today. As you can see in the background, there is still snow up and in their hills. So definitely a bad area, and hopefully it'll be good. Okay, Jane Bench says time for me to leave before I fall asleep. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Good night, Jane, and take care, and you are most welcome, and we'll see you next time. And tomorrow, of course, stream same time, same place, right? And let's keep going and see what else we've got. I wanted to go to here, but that is still, oh boy, they got problems again. Anyway, that was Semeru earlier, and of course it's buffering, and I refreshed it multiple times, and it keeps on going back into that buffering state. The time, oh, hang on. Let me get rid of this commercial, and there we go. And of course, when it was doing its thing, it's stuck at 23:10 roughly, and then it starts buffering. But that's what it was looking like earlier, and it would have actually been a really nice eruption had we been able to see what was going on after that. But yeah, so we got all of 15 seconds or so out of that. Unfortunately, you know, a really good view, and we don't see it. Yes, that is Semeru, for those who needed to know. And unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see much more than what we just did, because it is buffering. Let's pop over to Merapi And, oh, hang on, what happened to Merapi? Merapi, let's see if we can fix that up. And we'll turn that one off. There we go. And there we got Merapi. And I will see if I can find that screen real quick. Where'd you go? You're way down at the other end. There we go. So that is definitely what we're seeing at Merapi. It's hard to see, and of course, yeah. Again, weather conditions today they're not very good. This was at 2042 their time, by the way, so not anywhere near live. As soon as we move ahead a little bit in time, we see everything turns gray, and we're not going to see a heck of a lot. It got really bad for a while when this is the color of the screens, right? So you're not seeing a heck of a lot. And let's see if we put it back onto a little bit further on. It did clear a little bit, but we didn't see a heck of a lot. There was a little bit of bacon visible, well, there anyway. I don't know if you want to call it visible. We don't see it here. But that is what it was kind of doing all night. And then, of course, this is what it is looking like right now. And that's probably the best shot that we've had of it. Let me see if I can back up just a little bit more. And we'll actually watch this flow down the hill. If it does have some flow to it, would be pretty awesome. There it goes. And it did throw a little bit of lava out. So, you know, it's not as much as what Etna is putting out, but it definitely did have some wonderful lava. And, of course, there you go. It's bacon, making bacon there. It's making bacon. And that is pretty awesome. Mira 3.1415 9265 something. Pi r squared. No, hang on, pi r round. Yeah, all right, I'll leave it be. Pies. I like my pie. Yep. And good apple pie with some ice cream, and I don't like it hot though. I don't know why people like hot pie. I like cold pie with cold ice cream. Anyway, that looked pretty good. You got to see a little bit of bacon from Merapi, and I think we're all cool. Okay, and speaking of other streams, so we did promise you that we would have a look at our new fella, and that is it there. And that is Mount Ruapehu, and that is in a wonderful New Zealand. And of course, you know, the day that you want to put that thing online and show everybody is the day that you got all kinds of clouds moving in. But we do appreciate the fact that this Mount Ruapehu has given us permission to show this wonderful stream. When it is clear, it is a good view. I don't know if we can back up a little bit. If there was a clear time in the last 12 hours here, I don't think so. Yeah, it's been cloudy and raining there. They had that storm. Remember, they had that storm just on the western side there, and on the South Island that might have migrated up a little bit more. So Nancy Buchanan is in the house. Welcome back, Nancy. Glad to have you on board. I prefer cherry pie. It's easier on my stomach. Yeah, but if you drop it on your shirt, it makes a mess. I wear white shirts, so, you know, white t-shirt kind of thing, and my lips aren't trained anymore. All right, I'll leave that be. So yeah, that is beautiful to see though. The other ones that are of interest, and of course this is a White Isle volcano, and that is off-gassing. It's a little bit on the fuzzy side here. The camera needs cleaning and tuning, but that is from today, so 1250, and going back a little bit in time, you see it progresses and has been smoking quite a bit. I'm going to leave that one alone. This is the shots from Ruapehu in the still cams, and unfortunately you can't see it very well. If we open up one of these, you can see the mountain over there. It's hard to see, unfortunately, with those clouds right over top of it. This is the other view of Ruapehu, and I don't think we can see it at all. Yeah, they're in the clouds too. So the only one that we can see is this, but yeah, the mountain is back there, and we'll definitely be able to see it once the weather clears. Gonna put it back onto the Merapi one here, and I'll leave that alone. And I see it is time for a break, so we will put it back on Mount Etna, and let you enjoy watching that bacon continue to flow down the hill. And we'll turn that music back on. For those good people who have not yet hit that like button, we're targeting 150 today, but I'll be happy if we get to 100. So if you have not yet hit that like button, by all means, give that like button a quick shot. DJ Puff the Third just got here. Welcome, and good to have you on board. And on that note, I am going to go take a break. And if you guys have not yet subscribed, do consider subscribing if you feel we've earned it. And on that note, I'm going to be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. Keep smiling, play nice, and don't throw any lava at each other. That stuff really hurts, and we're not insured for that. I'll be back. Don't go away. right, the microphone is on. Glad to have everyone back, and thank you all for being here today. I will get rid of that music, and there we go. And thank you, Piggy, and glad to be here. Judy L just got in as well. Welcome, Judy, and a few people are taking off already that have to go. Craig Thor, sleep well, and don't let your feet twitch too much under those covers listening to that music. This music makes me smile. Glad it does, Nancy, and we like that. And yeah, it's called Boogie Woogie Bed, but I renamed it Lava Boogie. I think that is pretty awesome. Lava Boogie is muted. Yeah. Anyway, on screen, what you're seeing is that lovely bacon flow from Mount Etna. And I don't know if those are specks on my screen or if we see stars. I think it's specks on my screen. Not stars, never mind. There might be some in the background of those specks I didn't want to wipe off, but that is all right. We do like it, so thank you everyone for the welcome backs. And I see Canada, welcome. And that's a white dog of some sort. Interesting for the avatar picture. All right, so Italy, Mount Etna, that is a beautiful shot. If we zoom out just a little bit, it looks a little bit more like that from the distance. We did zoom it in digitally, and looks a little better when we can see the lava a little closer up. And yes, I do actually see some stars in the background there, so that is all cool. And well, maybe I don't, not anymore. I don't. Oh, there it is, way down there. I had to look for it for a second, going, hey, where'd that star go? But it is there, and not a worry. And on occasion, we'll see a little bit of a plume come up here once in a while. But for the most part, that is just bacon flowing down the hill. Anyhow, let's zip over to Hawaii. Right from Italy all the way over to Hawaii, other side of the planet. Hey, thank you for watching. You're most welcome. But let's turn that off because it's not needed yet. And poof, there we go. And let's see, that's not quite right. There, that's better. All right. So that one was from yesterday. I did not change that, did not refresh it during the night like I normally do. I didn't get up during the night. Yay, I slept right through, which is really, really good. Anyway, we'll refresh it so we can see what it looks like today. Lava level is still right full in the wonderful pond here, and you can see through the smoke a little bit. We do have some lava splash on the back side, and that is all right. Don't mind it. Looks okay. Moving on to the next photo, again from yesterday, so we'll refresh that and see what today looks like. A little sunnier, and you have a pretty good clear shot at the lava pool, and we can't see the toe there because of that smoke. Primary vent, of course, is sitting about here, and lava tubes feeding through its little network and going into the pond, as well as around the other edges, as we will see that in the thermal there are some pretty interesting shots. This is of course from the other side, and that is from yesterday as well, and we are going to refresh that, and that is from today, and that looks pretty awesome. A lot of smoke in the way, so difficult to see. We do see the toe area fairly well here. There's that Pig Island, and still smoking over there. A lot of smoke in the back here, and all the way around the edges, of course, which makes it very interesting. Too much smoke over where the primary vent is. We can't see anything there, and we will leave that be. Let's take a look at the thermal. This, of course, was from yesterday, and we will update it. There we go. Today's thermal, and there you can see the primary vent is underneath this hornito, and that feeds via some lava tubes into here, the other hornito, and then it pours out into the lake or pool, or whatever you want to call it. But I also see a little kind of a worm thing here. That is lava, and of course there you can see that other lava or heated areas around the edges, and that is continuing to do that. So only area we don't see is just off of to the right hand side. I wish I could see that a little bit too, but that's okay. We'll live with the shot we've got. Looks not bad, and let's see if we can move on to some earthquakes in Hawaii, and see if there's anything new or major going on there. And there we go, onto the earthquake map. Of course, our wonderful Pacific Ocean, and we do see some of the fault lines and stuff like that in there. You can see the faults all the way along here, and again, this material is all moving up, so eventually in 10, 20, 30 million years, Hawaii is going to subduct underneath this corner here somewhere, and we're going to have a new Kamchatka Peninsula. And they'll have tropical trees, and actually it'll be cold. It's Siberian style weather there. Anyway, Aleutian Islands up here, we don't see a heck of a lot, but let's zoom into Hawaii and see what's going on. So don't see anything up on Mauna Loa, nothing on Mauna Kea, which is really good. And when we look out, we don't see anything out here in the water. I thought there was one or two, yeah. They're not doing anything major out there. This is the Pahala area, and there's the town, I guess, of Pahala. Let's hit a few of these, see what they look like. 2.7, and again, they're all about the same depth, so I'm not going to bother with depths. Anyway, that one was from yesterday at 1313. This one here is from today at 5:10 a.m. 2.0. This guy 1.9 from today at 1:31 in the morning. This guy was from yesterday at 23:11, and that is a 2.0. 2.6 right there at 11:19 from this morning, and this guy here from 5:37 a.m. 2.4. And what else we got here? From today, 5:19 to 1.8 on that guy. This guy, 2.1 at 12:57, or just about 1 p.m. Hawaii time. And this one, 2.1, and that is at 1:38 this afternoon. And then we have this 2.4 from 5:37 as well. Moving over into the other area here, 2.0, and that is from 3:08 a.m. And then we have a 2.4 from 11:20, and we have this one from yesterday, 16:39. So that's the entirety of the quakes that they've got registered there. Oh, I did forget this guy. That is from today, 19 minutes after midnight, and that was a actually very close, 200 meters down, and 2.0. So that's the closest we're going to get with any earthquake to our wonderful Kilauea, and that is where the caldera is, and looks pretty awesome. There's the observatory on the edge, and of course the caldera within the caldera within the caldera, right? So a triple caldera, or maybe even a quadruple there, if you want to call it that. But that's what we're seeing. So not too much happening in Hawaii, other than, hey, it's maintaining a status quo and continuing to fill its lava pockets or lava buckets, if you will. While we're here, let's zoom out, take a quick look at other earthquakes around the world. Looking for the bigger red dots, we don't see anything really big and red sticking out. We do see this guy here, 5.1 from yesterday at 2025, 66.1 kilometers down. And interestingly enough, we get over here, Kermadec Ridge, and always a busy place. New Zealand right here, and let's see what we got. This guy, the bigger one, 5.3, Kermadec Ridge, of course, or region as they call it, 10 kilometers down on that one. Then a 4.8, 6:21 a.m. This guy here at 9:20 a.m. I missed the time on this one, 6:22. So these two are probably associated, and a little bit of a push and made that one a pop. So this other one out here was from yesterday, 2301. Not going to worry about him. Kermadec Ridge is right there north of New Zealand, and again, it's the Pacific Plate getting in under the Indonesian plate at that point. I think that's what they call that one over there. We do see this one here. We did look at that, 5.1. Not anything super serious, but it is there down here, and the southern end of Japan, the Japanese islands, 4.5 on that guy. This is fairly new. This is from today, 4:48 in the morning, and their time, and doing its thing. 69 kilometers down for that 4.7. This guy is a 4.3, and Kuril Island, 47 kilometers down from 11:06 a.m. Now we do have a bunch of little ones here. I'm not going to worry about any of that stuff. Same thing over here. We do see this one, 3.2 in Maricopa, if I said it right, California, and that is pretty cool. All right, looking at other stuff here. I just got another email, that's why I kind of hesitated there. I'm just trying to figure out what the heck. It's my bank wanting a survey. Little odd out here, and I wonder if somebody crashed real bad. Rhode Island, 2.2, 6.3 kilometers down, and was at 2:42 a.m. So that's an odd place for an earthquake, and we really got to wonder about that. Just kind of, I want to pop in here for a second. This is the Madrid area, right in here along the Mississippi, and back in the 1800s they had a 7.5 and a 7.3 quake in here, and it shook the entire eastern portions of the United States back in the day. And they don't well, back then, no radio, no TV or anything like that. So it took a little while for them to figure out where it was actually coming from. But right here, and Madrid area, and that is, I see we've got a few little guys in here. So showing it's in Bernie, Missouri, this one in Tennessee, and that one also in Tennessee. So that was the general area, though, that those happened way back when, and the ground was shaken for those guys. So just thought I'd throw that in. We do see here that one, the 4.5. They do show it on here, and saying that it was in Iceland at 10:56 a.m. their time. So cool to see that being registered by the USGS. I guess it's big enough that they had to notice it. Looking at this stuff out here, we see the older ones, not going to worry about those. This one is closer to Piggy, and that is a 4.3. That was 6.1 kilometers down, and not sure if that one was felt by Piggy. This is where Cos is, that's where Piggy lives, so that's a little bit of a distance away. Not sure if you noticed that one, Piggy, if you're still here. And I see Joseph is here. Welcome, Joseph Fields. Glad to have you on board. And anyway, I'm going to leave the earthquakes for that area alone. Of course, we didn't see anything for this guy here. I'm going to refresh for our, this will be the Canary Islands, of course. And if we slide up, I don't see anything in the top here. Usually we see some of the other quakes if they're big enough. This was from yesterday already. I'm not going to worry about that. I see a new one flashing right there. And where is that guy? It is a 1.9, 21 kilometers down out here on this island. But let's take a look at La Palma real quick and see what we have new. And guess what, guys? No new earthquakes in La Palma today. So nothing for the 14th. So we're without. La Palma has gone a complete day without an earthquake. So that's kind of what we're seeing. Hey, Brian Wood, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And let's see, who's leaving? Kananaskis country, take care, have a good afternoon, evening, and be good, stay safe. And okay, looking at what we've got there, like I say, oh, there is one way up there, 3.4, that was from the 13th at 10:09, so that was from yesterday. The map cheated me. I tried to get to it. I thought there was one in there. And that is all good. That's far enough away from everything else. Nobody would have noticed that anyway. And leaving that alone, zooming out a little bit. Why does that not want to zoom out? Oh, we are zoomed out. All right. That is it for the Canary Islands. Looks pretty calm and peaceful. Although this is always interesting when something is going on that little island. Now this one has had some issues in the past, as you can see, both this side and that side. When this blew out, this actually did cause a tsunami. Not a super big one, but it did cause a tsunami when it went, and this side had broken up a long time ago as well, and also did that. So when you see these on a very steep cliff like this, that is a possibility that, you know, if they have too hard of a shake, it could dump a bunch of material into the ocean and let it rip. The other earthquake map that we use is, of course, this EMSC map, and it does show some of the other earthquakes that you don't see on the USGS site or the other ones. And of course, these are over 48 hours old, or up to. We do see that one from yesterday at 48 minutes after midnight, 1.6. So it's nothing too serious. And then this guy down here, which the 1.9, that's that newest one. So that's kind of what we're seeing there. Not going to worry about the rest of those. And you guys can always go check out this map. It does look really nice when you go full screen on it, and kind of zoom out a little bit there. You can see the whole world, especially the Ring of Fire, and all the different depths and the different colors, and that's always neat to see. 538 kilometers down on that one. on that 4.8 just south of the Fiji Islands. So pretty good depths and stuff like that. If you want to go take a quick look at that, you can. And we do have that link in there. All you need to do is type in ESEQ, and that'll bring that map up. All right, that is about it for our earthquakes and shaking stuff. Well, I'm going to put it back here so I know where that is, and close that off and leave it about there for tomorrow. And I may look at it again tonight anyway, but that's all cool. And let's see if we can get over to our beautiful SO2 map and see what it is doing. And click on the picture. There we go. All right, clicked it on the right scene. I got it there. That is a fresh map looking at North America first. Northern portions, Canada looks not bad for the most part, except for Edmonton. Okay, never mind. You can hear my disappointment. Anyway, looking at most of the stuff in the U.S., just minor stuff from people pollution. Definitely the same thing here. People pollution out of Mexico City, as well as Popocatépetl is adding to it, since that is very, very close to it. And here, as we slide down Guatemala, and that'll be Fuego and his buddy there. And Nicaragua has the other ones in there as well. This is Messiah from a little further off in the distance. If we let that play, it does show a plume and definitely doing its thing. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on Messiah. It's there. It's doing its thing. And I don't believe this one showed a volcano in the background, or did it? No. San Jose, no. I don't think we need to worry about that. And of course, we don't see anything coming off of the Galapagos Islands ever since they took a Wolf volcano off of there. It looks pretty quiet. It looks like there might be some SO2 coming from Semi today. Yeah, we'll get up there and we'll have a look. Anyway, sliding down, we know this is volcanic as well as this, same as this one, and this little plume. This would be people here, but those are definitely volcanoes. Here is Sabancaya, and if we let that run, we can show you what it looked like. Pardon me. And that was what it had done earlier, and that's kind of it. And I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to worry about Sabancaya too much. We do see a lot of that off-gassing going over into the Atlantic right across South America. Looking up here, Mars 2028 just mentioned that we've got some pluming coming off of, or some SO2 coming off of our friend out here, and that's very possible. This here, I think, might be a pulp mill of some sort or something like that. I don't believe that's a volcano, and but then again, I may be wrong. We may have another volcano up in there. Who knows? But that other one was in here as well. Cleveland volcano. Where's that actually looking at? This is Okmuk volcano. But that one isn't doing anything, so we don't need to worry about it. Anyway, we do see that. We'll have a look. Kamchatka Peninsula. You do see a build-up there and a lot of fast wind across the area, so with 3 volcanoes feeding it, it's bound to turn a little bit on the bad side. Popping back down, we'll get into a New Zealand area, or there it is, and White Isle volcano. A little bit of stuff coming off of there. Tofua out here in Tonga, still off-gassing. Not too much happening for SO2 at Yasur, and Yasur, of course, been erupting for 870 years continuously. So this is one of the oldest, or the oldest active volcano on the planet, and it continues to do its thing every night. Anyway, we'll leave that be, and looks like his buddies up in the north here are doing a pretty nasty job of making things dirty. I'm not sure, I don't remember the names of those. And we know that there's another volcano here as well doing that. This is from Ibu and his buddy Dukono, and this is from Luolatok, Merapi, Semeru. Merapi would be in the middle here, and Krakatoa and Jakarta, because of the population, is causing that plume there. And these guys out here, a little bit of off-gassing from those ones as well that we haven't seen in a long time. So that's kind of interesting. And Sakurajima on the end here, of course, we all love that picture. And yeah, the ice cream boat. Okay, we'll leave that one alone. Chinese still making a lot of stuff there. Lots of big population, lots of mess. Same thing with all the people pollution in India, South Africa, still doing their smelting and stuff like that. And here we got DR Congo, and again, that is an industrial as well as a volcano issue. A lot of this stuff around here is coming from the Middle East, and kind of coming back into Africa a little bit. Erta Ale should be right around here, hardly even noticeable against all that. And looking at this area, of course, boot of Italy and Sicily right here. And if we zoom in a little bit more, you can kind of see Etna would be about where that camera is. Hey, let's see. What does Etna have on there? Let's watch that. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I like it. That's the one that won't allow me to use their stuff. But since it is on here, then they can't complain and say that I stole it. This is from windy.com, and that is what the bacon that looks like coming down. And that is pretty awesome. Okay, we'll shut that off for now, and you guys can always go there, windy.com, and go make sure your cameras are on in the sidebar, and you can take a look at that yourself. Zooming out a little bit, doesn't look too bad in Spain and France, a little bit in Germany, but not too bad. And then we get over here into Czechoslovakia, or Chechnya, I guess is what it is now, and Poland, not too bad. England, a little bit there. Ireland looks pretty clean, which is nice. Doesn't look like there's any smelting going on in Iceland today. The aluminum plant possibly shut down. It's Saturday or Sunday. Saturday, yeah, it wouldn't be working. Anyway, that's kind of it for the SO2. I am going to redo this, and now remember, our low temperature was minus 80 degrees Celsius that we found on this thing. I'm just gonna we're gonna wing this through real quick here. North America looking not bad. We do see a warm plume coming all the way up into the Northwest Territories and a little bit into the Yukon, making things bearable and melting a lot of snow up there. And we like that. Of course, seeing the U.S., the 100 plus degree temperatures in Phoenix area. Same thing with over in Texas, and of course Mexico quite warm. Eastern side even warmed up in Ontario quite a bit, 26, 27, 28 degrees in some spots. So definitely warming up. New York probably cooking like crazy. And anyway, sliding down a bit, South America, the Amazon rainforest and Venezuela and those areas still quite warm. They're actually warmed up a little bit more than normal. Mind you, it's daytime, so when we look at it, usually in the evenings, it's a few degrees cooler after the sun has gone down. Looking at Iceland real quick, just to see, we see that warmer flow coming up and in, so 6, 7, 8 degrees depending on where you are. Over on the other side a little cooler, and that's kind of what we're seeing. So that is some of that Gulf Stream air pushing all the way up and allowing that to get in there. Ireland, fairly warm. West Isles here, 9, 10, 11 degrees. So that Irish monk should be taking his robe off. I don't want to know about that, but it's getting warm. Heat wave, 14, 15 degrees in some spots in England. Wow. London at 15, they must be sweating like crazy. Quick peek at Spain, some good hot spots there, as well as in France. Beautiful weather. Germany a little bit cooler, but still very, very nice for this point in time. Same thing goes for Holland and Brussels I'll get it. Luxembourg, that's the one I was looking for, as well as Belgium and those areas. Sliding up a little bit more, we do see this big vortex or circulation up here right along the edge of Norway. And of course Sweden. Sweden in the bottom end here has got some really nice weather happening right now. So Gura should be happy. And of course Finland not doing too much. Even Poland is quite warm. Wow, they even got up to 9 degrees in Minsk, and Moscow is 8 degrees Celsius. Wow, that's pretty cool. Or warm, actually, for there right now. Sliding over a bit more. Middle East, quite hot. India, very hot. And you got to remember, just early morning, and they're already at 34 degrees in some spots. So they're going to get warmer. And of course, a lot of warm air here in the Indian Ocean, as well as in the Philippines and the Indonesian, Malaysian areas. Bangkok, 28 degrees. Hey, I could have guessed that one. Looking at Australia, half of Australia warmish, the other half coolish, and that is due to this circulation, these multiple circulations here. New Zealand, Northern Ireland, pretty warm, nice. Southern Ireland, getting a little on the cool side. And out here, Fiji, nice temperatures. And again, we have this converging line going to be nasty for those people over there. So probably going to see some storms in there. We'll see that right away. And I think we're just about good for that portion. Let's have a quick look at precipitation around the world. And actually, I'm surprised. That is a little further north than I thought it would be. And we do have what we were talking about, Ruapehu not being visible. Here's why. It's this system that is coming in there. So New Zealand is getting some of that rain and stuff on the northern island anyway. Down here below Australia, I wouldn't want to be out in the water there. That looks horrible. Same thing with these other storms. A little bit in the southwest area, not so bad. Brisbane and those areas are getting hit with a little bit of rain, hopefully nothing too serious. And we can see a lot of stuff coming into that area as well. So into Oh man, I forgot what it is. Never mind. It'll come to me. Anyway, out here in Java, we do see a little bit of a storm on the northern side of the island, but we also see out in the ocean this system that may be headed right into that direction and curling around in that manner. And looking at Malaysia, what you got there, a lot of stuff popping, going up a little bit more. Philippines, and of course, we weren't able to see our Taal, and that is because of this storm system that is in there causing all those clouds. Going up a little bit further, Japan isn't so bad, a little bit of windy stuff. Right there, though, does not look good, and I think they're going to get some snow. At what is it, 10, 14 centimeters I've seen, and some spots. A lot of 10, yeah, 9, 10, yeah, 10.2. I thought I seen something a little bit, maybe it was 10.4 is what I seen. So yeah, they're going to get about 4 or 5 inches of snow there. Not good. And some ice rain out here in the other areas. Looking at North America for storms, we see some stuff up here in the north. We know that warm plume is kind of coming in here, and that water is on the eastern side of it, which I'm thankful for. We do see snow up in northern Saskatchewan and Manitoba, and they can keep it. Ice rain, Hudson Bay area. We do see the storms down in the eastern part of, I guess, the northeast of U.S., as well as Ontario is getting nailed with some stuff. Hawaii doesn't look too bad out here weather-wise. Just to have a quick peek, maybe a little bit of rain coming in the future, but doesn't look like they've got anything right now. And hopefully it'll stay that way. And of course, my wonderful equatorial storm going all the way across the planet. Looking down in the south, though, again, we do see a lot of vortices here of twirling air, and that is telling us it's very active, lots of storms, and pretty cool. Tom Caruso, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And also Bloxyman22 coming up right at the end of our show here, you guys. And that is awesome. Casey Page also here from Louisiana. Welcome, Casey. And yeah, you're getting in right at the end of the show, though. And that is okay. We don't mind, and I'm already running about 15 minutes overboard here already, but that's okay. Anyway, we're looking for the coldest temperature. I see minus 74 is minus 75 right there, and so we know we got a minus 75, but what about over here? 67, 69, 70, 71, 72. Yeah, I think today's cold is minus 75. Looks like about the coldest that we can see. If we find it again here, possibly there's minus 74. There's minus 75 degrees Celsius. So that is what we've got. It's not the record. Minus 80 was the record, and that was set yesterday. And minus 75, though, is still pretty darn cold. So please, when you see a penguin, you make sure you give them some support and buy them a blanket. On that friendly note, I think that is it. The country you could not remember is Papua New Guinea. And yes, thank you. And yeah, right there, Papua New Guinea. And that's what I was trying to think of. It wasn't coming out for some reason, and it just was really hard. But thanks for putting that in there. And yeah, it happens sometimes, you know. I mean, as far as geography, I'm pretty good at it. It's just sometimes I have to think, say, hey, where the heck am I? Dinkle Storm Chaser Barbara says, I'm always here, but sometimes I don't have anything to say. And you know what? That is absolutely fine, Barbara. And sometimes I don't have anything to say either, but I'm still here. Still here and still saying things, no matter what. All right, let's go peek back at wonderful Etna. There is our lava coming down the hill. We do see up on the top there, every once in a while, it does plume up a little bit. Oh, we didn't look at Alaska. That's what I wanted to look at. My bad. And let's, before we wrap this up, let's have a peek at Alaska and see what we've got. So this is our friend Semi, and this is what it was doing today. It was kind of very, very poor images. That was from yesterday as the day ended. So it was still fairly active. You can see that it was blowing out some material. And then, of course, we get into today's material, and that is from what is that? That's 10:27 their time is when we seen that one. So not too bad. This, of course, not a very good shot, and of course that is the Great Sitkins, and we'd seen the sun take off there, but that was it, and it popped up into the sky. We didn't see a heck of a lot of anything else. There you can see that fog is just sitting there. That sun is going to burn all that off though, and by later on in the day it should be all good. And this guy here, this is Cleveland, and this is our new volcano that is on the list. And unfortunately, Cleveland doesn't have too many images. Let's see if they've got more than this one here. Double checking. No, that's all it is. So there it is out in the water, and actually it's quite large, and we can't see it, so I'm hoping for a good clear day, and that would be really good. Barbara, I'm glad I make you laugh. That is awesome. Anyway, Pavlov being quiet. If we slide back and look at what it looked like coming into the day, it wasn't bad, not doing anything. And yesterday when it ended its day, it kind of had a little baby lenticular cloud right at the top there. I thought that was kind of neat. A little hat for it to go to sleep with as the day ended. And even his buddy had a hat right there. Same with the other one. So must be hat day up in the Aleutian Islands. Anyway, that is Alaska, and so now I'm going to wrap up. And Cleveland volcano is part of the Aleutian chain. I will go back to show you that really quickly here on one of our maps. Let's see, earthquakes. Where'd my earthquakes go? Where'd I put them? All right, I have it here somewhere. There we go. We didn't look at this map, but that's okay. So here's our Aleutian Islands. Why is there so few over there? There, that better. Aleutian Islands chain is all the way along here, so that's Pavlov, and this is where Cleveland is located. So if we zoom in there a little bit, and you can get a little bit of a better idea. So there's Pavlov, there's where Cleveland is, that's the Great Sitkins, and there's Semi there, and then Davidoff is on one of these other islands there. And there's our Kamchatka Peninsula, Karimsky and his friends. And up in this area we did see that other pluming there as well, so not sure what that one is from, but that is all good, guys. Hopefully that answered your question, and I think we can end it for today on that friendly note, you guys. Going back over to our lava flow from our wonderful Etna in Sicily, just in time. There you see a little bit of a plume come up and pouring out a little bit more lava. I'd love to have closer up shots of that, but I will settle for what we've got, and we can actually just zoom in a little bit there. There you can see that plume a little better, and that is just about midnight there in Sicily. So on that friendly note, you guys, thank you everyone for being here today. And I do appreciate each and every one of you. A big thank you goes out to our wonderful moderators, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, C&D Boy, and Joseph Fields. And thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate it. Russell is also here, Brain Nerd, and welcome. And it's time to wrap it up. Mary Jane's giving a thumbs up and love. And thank you, and excellent stuff. So big thank you to Gura for his 255 Swedish kroner super chats, and do appreciate those. Just so you guys know, that works out to about $13.50 or $14 roughly for those two in Canadian money, or about $10 in U.S. money. Just so if you're doing the math, in case you're wondering. But we do, don't worry about that. Anyway, it is all good, and we like all that. Also, big thank you to all the members, all the people in green in here. And we really do appreciate the wonderful support from you guys, and being members of the channel and the Lava family. That is really, really nice. And in general, it's everyone that comes here. We do appreciate your support. Evie, welcome, and thank you. And now watching a Eurovision. Okay, do your thing, and be good. Aurelio Perez, why are you crying, Aurelio? I don't know why you got a cry face, or is that a smirk face? I'm not sure what that is. But I hope you're okay. Aurelio, are you all right? And thank you kindly, Aurelio, for your support. And that is awesome. And, you know, that's the thing. It's for a lot of you guys out there, some people feel, and literally, and I know they have because they've emailed me. Some people feel guilty for not supporting the channel, and I do have to put this out there. I understand that there are some people, you know, you love watching the channel, but if you're, you know, retired and on a fixed income or what have you, you can't necessarily afford extra expenditures, and it is, and you know, I'm not looking to have you go broke to help me out here. I'm putting on a show to try to entertain people and to bring people together, and same, you know, kind like and mindset type people who enjoy volcanoes, who like a clean chat, that kind of thing. And this is why I call it the Lava family. And I hope all of you understand that. It really isn't about making piles of money. If I wanted to get rich, I'm sure I could. I could be a real jerk and you know, do what I needed to. But I really do want to have everyone enjoy what they're seeing and enjoying their day, really. And when they leave here, that they can walk away with a smile on their face, a little extra knowledge, and some new friends. You know, and like I said, this stream has created some very great friendships already, and I want to keep that going. So on that good note, thank you everyone, all of you, every last one of you. I do appreciate all of it. And I'm glad you are enjoying the show. On that good friendly note, I am going to also add, please make sure that you tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I am your host here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, DrFox2000, and this was VolcanoX live stream. Have a good night and take care, everyone. Oink, oink.